And then we took 7 last week, I mean. Yes, sir. Let's see whether we can take 8 to 16. And the Lord God took the man and put him into the Garden of Eden to what? Rest it. And to keep it. Verse 18. And then let's go to 20-25. Everybody, ready to read? And the Lord God said, it is not good that the man should be alone. I will make him an helpmate for him. 20-25, very fast. Better, baby? For Adam, there was not found an helpmate for him. And be fast now. Oh yeah. And the Lord God caused a deep sleep to fall upon Adam, and he slept. And he took one of his ribs and closed up the flesh instead thereof. 22. And the rib which the Lord God had taken from man made he a woman, and he brought her unto the man. 23. And Adam said, this is now bone of my bones and flesh of my flesh. She shall be called woman, because she was taken out of man. Yes? 24. Therefore shall a man leave his father and his mother, and shall cleave unto his wife, and they shall be one flesh. Verse 5, 25, together, all together want to go. And they were both naked, the man and his wife. So I said, please note this following point. I'll just read out the first 7. The God factor should never be taken lightly. Don't marry somebody that is not born again, because if you marry an unbeliever, the devil will be your father-in-law. Yes. And your father-in-law can come to your house without announcement. No. This is Africa. Your father-in-law cannot be at your door and say, hey, sorry, sir, you didn't call me. It's not possible. So don't joke with your life. Many people made the mistake of marrying unbelievers. I'm not talking of church goers. I'm saying people that fear God.
Yes,
I'm going to leave them alone. Number 2, allow the Lord to lead you. You remember we said that?
Yes,
and I said to the men, don't allow your erection to determine your direction. But I said, yeah, so the thing stood. Let the thing come down. Number 3, don't marry in the dark. Let things be clear and open. No assumptions. You are dating somebody for 10 years. I told you the person, even to get a medical degree, is 7 years. To get a master's is 8 years. To get a PhD is that 10 years. The person you are dating, they've known you, they are calling you husband and wife, and you know in your heart you are not husband and wife. You better check out. A broken relationship is better than a broken marriage. Check out. Number 4, start with being friends and not sexual sinners or partners. Sex beclouds your thinking. I don't know how to say more than that. If you start having sex when you should not have sex, you will lose it. You can't think well, particularly the women. Don't be an Oswald. What's the meaning of Oswald? Ask Sister Morenike. Do a thorough search of the family you intend to settle. We don't do that again. But if you notice, Abraham told the servant, don't marry from here. Go to the family I know. Many of us don't do checks again. There are some families madness runs. Look, I don't know why you are except you are trying to lie. There are some families they don't cross a particular age. Find out. The reason is this: if you are sure God wants you to be there, then you can pray before you enter.
Yes.
Find out. I come from polygamy. She comes from monogamy series. And because the dad got born again, so stayed with one wife, and that was good. But there was already something on. So both of us knew we need to pray so that we don't fall into the same error. In school, when I toasted her December 18, 1998,
Yes, sir.
at about 7 p.m. Yes, I called her to my office and I told her, listen, what did you say to what I said? Have you thought about it? Don't pray about it. I have prayed. You think. I was too sure. Have you thought about it? I said yes. I said from today you have entered it. We can't break. She was looking at me. Those are the things I told her. It was not the nonsense people tell you. Say, no. We know where we're going. I love you, that's why I can't. We held hands, prayed. I don't know whether I gave her a pen, and I said, oh yeah, we're going to fellowship.
Yes. LT1.
Reverend George was preaching in LT1. January 29, 1999 was when she said yes. December 18, 1998 was when I proposed. I know the dates because I was not playing around. Then I began to find out about family. Number 6, listen with the intent of understanding, not with the intent of replying. Many times when there are fights in homes, you are listening, you want to reply. Don't shut up your mouth. This is what you mean. Understand the viewpoint of the person. Understand. Somebody came back 10, for instance, and that happens to me sometimes, except now I'm trying to mature, Pastor Isaac. I mean, she comes back 10 o'clock, and then I'm asking for food. Is she a witch? How will she cook the food? So when my diet changed, I don't eat beyond 7. And if I don't find anything before that 7, there's nothing I can do. So it even helped her and helped me. So when she comes back and she's tired, I'm trying to understand. Why are you really tired? Not like before that I will reply, how can you mean? How can you be coming now? Oh, the same walk you walk is the same walk she's walking. Why will you expect more from her than you? Why can't you cook? So let's go there. Let's go there. I should go there. Okay. Baby, buy. Your wife is not around. Buy bread. Buy butter. Buy sardine. My boy is with you. What is the shape for his leg? I only eat fresh
food. I only eat fresh food. Pastor, no food goes the next day. Go prepare your food yourself. You'll be eating fresh every time. You know, that was Reverend George. Reverend George Adegboye, the father to my father. He never eats food that you cook down. He said that time when they started ministry at 2 a.m., 3 a.m., he will come home with 30 pastors, Sister Tony. 30 pastors. And he will get to us. I want amola. Not abula, amola. Say amola. Amola. You know there is amala, there is amola. The black one, the black one. Not the white one. The one you do. That when you are doing amala, the water is boiling. It's boiling. Then you carry the flour and you are pouring it and you are mixing it while the fire is still on. For those of you that don't know how to make amala, I'm just teaching you now. You gotta pay me after the service. And then you get to a point that the thing has mixed. You put it down. Put your 2 legs by the pot. Carry the thing. My mother showed me. I was trained. Then you pop, 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 pop. Then you put it back on the fire. Put 2 or 3 holes. Pour water. Cover it to steam it. Then you wait. Okay, you didn't know how to cook. You know, yeah? My children saw me in the kitchen one day. Yeah! You cook? You like how I did? It's because I married. What was I doing when I was single? That's why I am like, you sit down, you are watching TV, your wife is jumping about, is cooking, and you are comfortable. And then in the night again, you ask for another food. Listen with the intention of understanding. You know, when we listen to understand, we will fight less. Yes. The issue is, I will now understand with you. Like you said, sometimes when you ask your husband, he said there's no money. You want to, but there's money now. I don't know whether it's happened to you. That is, there's no money to start with. And then I tell you, start, there's no money. And she's wondering, what am I saying? I said, actually, this money is not our money. It's a money that has been spent, but it's been kept in our custody. So, really, we don't have money, although there is money. Listen to understand. Listen. Look, you saw a girl with your husband. Don't reach a conclusion. Listen to understand. I can be with Saklara and myself are from the same place. So if we're talking, you may say, they are close. Then you go to Pastor Kirby. If you see the two of them, the way they were doing their eyes. When I saw their eyes, but say, I only love around there. How will my eyes show you that I love you? Listen to understand. The woman says, I can't cook, I'm tired. Listen to understand. Don't get angry. Since my father-in-law died, my wife goes out. I give it to God. No, I'm explaining to you, right friend. I just give it to God, Mom. Until Lara. Then she'll call me past 5. He said, I'm just living in Keja. In my mind, I was like, is Keja who you are? Maybe I don't understand. You are living in Keja on a work day. At past 5. Because she just finished from the family house and she's rushing back home. So how will I expect her to cook for me? She has trained 3 damsels that God gave us. They cook. They don't cook everything. I don't expect them to know. How can they know how to cook everything? It's something wrong with them. They cook what I can eat part time. I'm not bothered. When she comes to her, sorry, how was the day? I'm trying to listen to what she's saying. I found out that ladies want to tell you everything. Yes. The man doesn't want to talk. Listen to understand. When she wants to tell you everything, just be saying, oh, eh? Okay. Really? You see, all those ones you are doing, you have helped the girl. At the end of the day, the girl will go outside and say, my husband, he knows how to cheese. The truth is, You didn't say one word. Okay. I'll be talking to my wife. I'll be listening. You're not listening to me. I said, I'm listening. So you're not concentrating. I'm concentrating. What did I say last? Now I'm beginning to say, like she did it from yesterday. I said, you said you see. You get it. So it's a work, a critical work in progress. Yes. Marriage is the only school you get a certificate before you earn it. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Then they give you the certificate and then they say work towards it. Yes. And that's why some people fail. If you remove God from inside it, all of us will fail. Me and you have discussed that many times. God. The thing that is preserving us and this something is God, though. Oh, no, don't think our pastor, they are too loving. If you enter my house, you know I'm not loving you. Mokbeno Karibi lion name. Which lovey. How does lovey parent? I was reading about Dr. Jacob. This guy from, I think, Zimbabwe. Yeah. Was saying 3 things that made me, that's not my note. I think it will be somewhere in the note. Because I've written about 36 things. He said men need sex. It's like food to them. Because some of you men say, is it food? It's food. They need it. You give them regular servicing. It's like oil. If you allow oil alert to come in your car, your engine will knock. They need sex. Men need space. Sometimes you are talking to your husband. He's aloof. He's thinking of many things. Give him space. He's not angry with you. You are not the problem. He's trying to sort many things out. His brain and his space. Women, when they have issues, they talk. Men, when they have issues, they withdraw and think. Have you noticed, guys? Yes. That's a man. Can't be talking. You see, in our office, they want to sack me. You see, and you drop the garbage on her, and the girl goes to have BP. And you are safe. So give him space. Sometimes just watch him, okay. My wife has understood me once. She said she knows when she comes home time, this guy will not listen to me now. Pastor, you do that many times. When my head is not correct. And Sister Tony, I won't lie to you. Sometimes my head is not correct. Along me back home sometimes. That is I know where sometimes. She'll just come. Say, what is wrong again? I said, nothing is wrong. Say, you are frowning your face. I really can't see the frown. If you give me 1 billion now, you see that smile will come up. So you know that there are many things in my head. Which number is that? 6. In marriage, commitment is superior to erotic love. That's where we stopped. 8. Marriage is 2 forgivers agreeing together to overlook each other's faults and idiosyncrasies. When I say 2 forgivers, I told you last week, there is an express one that God gave solution to: infidelity. If your spouse is an unrepentant fornicator, you are permitted to leave the person. You don't like what I'm saying? That's the Bible. Unrepentant. Some have a mistake once and it's once. That one you can forgive and continue your life. But the person you are meeting yellow, meeting black, meeting this one, he needs help, or she needs help, because some women are doing it now. We used to think it was men alone. Women's own are worse than sleeping with a houseboy. Are you not ashamed? He cannot do. Who cannot do? Can't you tell him how to do? I say, Pastor, you don't understand. My friend was telling me recently that the wife complained. The wife, he said the wife of one of the team leaders complained that the husband is a 2-minute man. Learn to forgive immediately and move on. Nobody is perfect. Look, I've isolated infidelity. Because when you see somebody, babe, what I realize is people that sleep with other women before they marry will sleep with many women after they marry. I was telling you about my friend. He said, the lady said the husband is a 2-minute man. 2 minutes, what is your knock? 2 minutes. So he came to me and collected a book. by Daddy Ward Mills. Model marriage. Now the model marriage has places that are graphic. It just drew. It's not. Is it what? It's a medical doctor. So do some things, show some angles you can enter. So the guys took the book. They checked into a hotel for 3 days. After that, the testimony changed. So what I'm saying is, if you say he cannot do, there are ways to do. He can read, he can pray, he can learn, he can ask. Holy things, don't go and be watching pornography. Because spirits will enter you. Yes. And say, Pastor, how will I know if I don't know how will you know it? The way God ordained it is that both of you should be naive and learn everything together. That's why Adam didn't know anybody. Eve didn't know anybody. They learned everything. Pastor, I need to test. How will I know whether she can? I need to test. Are you a tester? Why must you test? Test what? What do you want to test? Say, I want to see how the person will last long. How does that build a house for you? How does lasting long get money to your account? What I will encourage is find out from yourselves. How can we enjoy ourselves? What is the best time? But you must learn to forgive. There's so much unforgiveness in homes. You are holding your wife, you are holding your husband. Learn to allow it to go. You know why you learn to forgive? If you don't forgive, you give room for the devil to enter. Have you noticed this? I wish guys can be true to me today. Any day you fight your wife, you see another girl better. Any day. Except you're lying. Any day you are fighting your wife, you just step out, a lady will just come and say, oh, Pastor Destiny, come on, you are the bloke. And then you tell yourself, I've been staying with somebody for 7 years, they never told me I'm the bloke. This one is now blocking me. Me, I found out many times, if we have a disagreement, I go out, one girl will not be being very nice. Hey, Pastor D. How you doing, Pastor D? I don't see. That's why if I'm traveling to preach, we are always very sick. No, that's the worst for me. They've done all manner of things to me, so I've understood that if she doesn't make sure my tank is full, go Romeo. Romeo, you don't hear that? Oh, I have 7 minutes. I don't know how to tell you that one. Why Romeo? Or Jacob, when your tank is full, you know when you have eaten fully, no food appeals to you again. Let your love tank be always full. Always. Don't give room for somebody to be thinking and let me opt out. Opt out to where now? Opt out to where? I told Pastor Isaac recently, I didn't tell you, but let me tell you what I told him. In secret. We have a lot of nonsense we talk. That's why God likes us. We don't like this, we know they like. I told her, I said, my wife is getting final now this one. I said, why? I said, she may go for one treatment. Until they make her fine. Even if I'm not doing, I'm not telling you what I'm already advertising outside. That is if they toast you, no problem. The fair can pay for our land. I have one minute. She said, you forgive yourselves. It's not worth it. No matter what the person does, he didn't give you food early, forgive yourself. You didn't clean the house, forgive yourself. He forgot your bad day. Oh, you remember, tell him now. No, she said, Jay, I'm saying, you know today's date? The man is thinking of rent. He's thinking, today's date, are we due for rent? The person is thinking totally different. And then he said, I woke up 12 o'clock. I was thinking you're going to wake me up. And then it's now 6 p.m. And you have not said anything. And then you are asking her, what is today's day? Tell me. No, I can't really know. You didn't know today's day? That you don't love me. You're a wicked man. A wicked somebody. Why are you doing like this? What is today's date? He said, don't you know it's my birthday? It's your birthday. Sorry. Even because of that, collect double gift.
Yes.
I'm serious. Look, instead of fighting. I was reading love language. Jacob, I recommend this book. No, it's not that you're bad, though. I'm just saying, I bought it not because I'm bad, but you need to improve your knowledge. So, last week my wife was out. I called her. I said, sorry. I assume these three are your love languages. Which one is your dominant? So that if I do this one, in your mind, I love you. He said receiving gifts, especially money. He wrote it in bracket, especially money.
Fast to fail.
I love my wife. When we were at school, she would hold my hand like this by force. So in my hand, I said, is it touch? Some people, their own love language is touch, physical touch. But I have now understood that if I touch her and it doesn't work as much as just your heart. So I told myself, I'm a shock one. Say amen. She forgives faster than I do. I'm confessing myself. My wife forgives like this. Me, I will just keep quiet. You're angry? No. Thanks. I'm processing the thing. You're still angry. You're frowning your face. Angie, can you please leave my phone? I need to watch that match. It's very critical. So, even though my own is slower, but we forgive ourselves. I'm learning how to forgive almost immediately. I have not gotten there. I will lie to you that I'm there. Like she said, we are both walk in progress. Do you understand? We both know we are limited in that, but we forgive ourselves. It was difficult before forgiving maybe my children. But now I forgive. Learning. Okay, let me call 2. So I will stop at 10. Get marriage mentors, that's 9. And number 10, keep the fire of romance alive by creativity and thoughtfulness. Now, get marriage mentors, everybody needs a mentor. When I say a mentor, somebody that has gone the path you are going, that can tell you this is better. Don't be shouting on your wife, don't do this. Of course, you know our own father in the gospel is Reverend Victor, and that is our chief marriage mentor. Chief. We have other ones. I mean, if you know my wife, you know that Reverend Mrs. Felix Adejumo is one of our major mentors since when she was on campus. Bishop Aremu's wife, and things like that. I've always loved Reverend Victor. My earlier mentors were Bishop T.D. Jakes, like I said. But when I'm talking marriage mentor, I want you to have somebody that you can reach.
Have access to.
If there is a challenge, you can talk to the person. What will you have me do? What do you encourage me to do? My wife has reported me a couple of times to her father. I have never reported her. Not once. But my wife has reported me because I can be obstinate. What's your obstinate? Hello, stubborn, are they? Can be stubborn. I told you the day I left the house, I went somewhere. My wife said, where are you? Are you? Just call my father. And my father called me. As he called me, I stepped out from where I was. Hello, Dad. I was expecting your call. He started laughing. You're expecting my call? I know your daughter will report me. He said, okay, what did you do to her? I said, this is it. You know these women now? And I said, yeah, my son, Daddy, finish watching your film and go back home. I said, okay. Yeah, you are right, Papa. I sat down there, watched film, finished the film, went back home. Why? Because I had a mentor to tell me to go back home. That I fear. Do you understand? Because don't have a mentor that you are not scared of. Don't have a mentor that if he calls you to order, you say, who are you? I have never queried Reverend once.
Yes, sir. In 10 years.
Not once.
Not once.
If he calls you and says, do this for my daughter, when he saw us after that passing, and he came into the country for a minister's conference, as soon as he saw us, and I greeted him, of course I prostrate greeting him, that's my own style. From what I see, you are doing a good job, so there is no need to ask you.
Yes, sir.
Just looking at her, that you are not giving her stress, I know you will do it well. That was all. I have a measurement, and then the last thing, romance is doing the same things abnormally. That food that you're always serving anyhow, no, do it with a little touch. You're serving rice every time, just put fruit, put a little flour, a cup of ice cream, a little note, waiting for you. Right on your
You ancient Zion's King, Kadosh, Kadosh, you are mighty on your throne. You reign, you ancient Zion King, Kadosh, Kadosh, you are mighty on your throne. Somebody say you reign, you reign, you ancient Zion's King, Kadosh, 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 you are mighty on your throne. Lord, you reign, you reign, you ancient Zion's King, Kadosh, you are mighty on your throne. Oh, you reign, you reign, you ancient Zion's King, Kadosh, Kadosh, you are mighty on your throne. You reign, you reign, you reign, you ancient Zion's King, Kadosh, Kadosh, you are mighty on your throne. Oh, God, too faithful to fail me. God, too faithful to disappoint me. Who is there? Nobody can help in my life. And I've come to realize you're too faithful to fail me. I know God is too faithful to fail. I'm going to worship Him this morning. Worship Him. I'm going to worship Him. Worship Him. Worship Him. Worship Him. He's too faithful to fail.